Have you ever watched someone burn incense and bow with full intensity and still feel like their life stays messy and tangled? Have you ever met someone who rarely talks about spiritual things, and yet their path seems to open little by little, as if unseen hands are clearing the road? Welcome back to the channel. Today, I want to offer you something simple but not shallow. Something you can actually carry into a crowded morning and a stressful night. The heart of this talk is this: you do not change destiny by performing sacred moments only when you are desperate. You change destiny by changing the causes you plant in ordinary life. And one of the most reliable ways to change the causes is to make 3 short vows part of your daily breathing, your daily speech, and your daily choices. Some people hear that and feel disappointed. They want a secret method. They want the powerful ritual. They want something that feels dramatic. But if you really look at life, what shapes a person is not one dramatic day. It is the small pattern repeated until it becomes character. And character is karma that has taken a human shape. Karma is not only about what happens to you. Karma is also about what you become and what you keep sending out into the world. So when someone asks, "Can I change my luck without visiting a temple?" the honest answer is yes. Not because temples are useless. Sacred spaces can calm the mind and remind the heart. But the real turning happens where you live. The real turning happens in the kitchen, in traffic, in the workplace, in the private room where nobody is watching. In the moment you are about to speak harshly. In the moment you are tempted to cut corners. In the moment you want to grab comfort at the cost of long-term peace. Now let me tell you why this matters so much. Many people are sincere. They do not mean harm. They want a better life and they want to become kinder. But they treat spirituality like an emergency room. When life hurts, they rush in, pray, ask for help, then rush back out and return to the same habits that created the pain. Then they feel confused. Why am I still suffering? Why do my relationships still break? Why do problems keep returning? Why does my luck feel stuck? It is not because the path refuses you. It is because the causes are still the same. If the causes are the same, the results will tend to repeat, even if you pray beautifully. If you keep planting seeds of conflict through speech, seeds of stress through dishonesty, seeds of loneliness through pride, seeds of emptiness through indulgence, then the harvest will still taste familiar. This is where the 3 daily vows come in. They are like 3 beams that hold up a house. When those beams are stable, the house can survive storms. When those beams are missing, the house collapses even if you decorate it with sacred objects. Let me introduce them in a human way, the way you would actually speak them in your own heart. The first vow is a vow of refuge and direction. It is the decision to return to what is awakened compassionate, rather than be dragged by automatic habits. Some traditions call this taking refuge. In plain daily language, it means I choose the path of awakening. I choose to live from wisdom and compassion. I choose to benefit others, not just protect my ego. The second vow is a vow of moral clarity. It is the decision to reduce harmful actions and increase beneficial actions. In many teachings, this is expressed as not doing evil and doing good. In plain daily language, it means I will stop feeding the habits that poison my life, and I will practice the habits that build blessings and peace. The third vow is a vow of gratitude and filial respect. It is the decision to remember what you have received and to honor the people who gave you life. Some people hear filial respect and think it is old-fashioned, but at a deeper level, it is a practice of humility. It is the practice of remembering that you did not create yourself alone. You were fed, protected, taught, carried, and supported by countless visible and invisible hands. Gratitude softens the heart. A softened heart becomes wise. A wise heart creates better karma. Now, I want to tell you a story that brings this alive. There was a man named Ryan. Ryan was not lazy. He worked hard. He wanted to be a good person, but his life always felt like it was one step away from chaos. When work was unstable, he panicked. When money was tight, he fought with his partner. When his body felt tired, he escaped into distractions late at night. When he felt criticized, he snapped. Ryan also had a sincere spiritual side. When things got bad, he would visit a temple, bow, light incense, whisper prayers, and make promises. He would feel calm for an hour. Then he would return to life and the same storms would begin again. He began to feel bitter. He thought maybe he was unlucky. Maybe he had bad karma that could not be changed. Maybe he was not worthy of support. One day Ryan met an older woman in his neighborhood. She was not flashy. She did not speak in mystical language. She simply had a steady presence. When people talked to her, they felt less tense. When problems came, she did not collapse into drama. Ryan asked her a question. He said, "I keep trying. I pray. I make offerings. I ask for guidance. But life still feels stuck. What am I doing wrong?" The older woman did not scold him. She did not say, "You are not sincere." She asked him something that was almost too simple. "When you leave the temple, what do you do with your mouth and your temper?" Ryan felt embarrassed. He laughed awkwardly and admitted that his mouth became sharp at home and his temper was quick in traffic and his mind was greedy when he felt insecure. The older woman nodded and said quietly, "Then you are pouring clean water into a cup with holes. You are asking for blessings with one hand and leaking blessings with the other." Ryan felt a sting in his chest, not because she insulted him, but because it was true. He realized he had been treating spiritual practice like a patch on a leaking boat. He wanted rescue without rebuilding the boat. The older woman said something that changed his path. She said, "Do not chase complicated methods. Start with 3 sentences each morning. Say them as vows. Then practice them in one small moment each day." Ryan asked what sentences. She told him 3 vows. A vow of refuge and benefiting others. A vow to stop harmful actions and increase good actions. A vow of gratitude and honoring parents. Ryan felt disappointed at first. He expected secret techniques, but he decided to test it like an experiment. The next morning, he stood by his kitchen sink. Before checking his phone, he took a slow breath and spoke the first vow in his own words. "Today I return to awakening. I choose wisdom and compassion. I choose to benefit others where I can." Then he spoke the second vow. "Today I will not feed harm. I will reduce harmful speech and harmful actions. I will do more good, even if it is small." Then he spoke the third vow. "Today I will practice gratitude. I will remember what I have been given. I will respect my parents and the roots of my life." After that he went to work. Nothing magical happened. The sky did not change color, but something inside him shifted. It was small, like turning a steering wheel 1 degree. But 1 degree changes a destination over time. On the road, someone cut him off. The old Ryan would have cursed and carried the anger into the next hour. This time he remembered the first vow. "I return to awakening." He took 1 breath. He let the car go. At work, a co-worker annoyed him. The old Ryan would have gossiped about the co-worker later. This time he remembered the second vow. "I will not feed harm." He stayed quiet. He spoke only what was necessary. That evening, his partner criticized him about money. The old Ryan would have defended himself with sharp words. This time he remembered the third vow, gratitude and respect. He remembered his partner was also afraid. He spoke more softly. He said, "I understand your worry. Let us plan together. One day is not destiny." But the day ended with less damage. Less damage means less regret. Less regret means the mind is lighter. A lighter mind makes wiser choices. Wiser choices plant better karma. Ryan kept doing the 3 vows each morning. And after a few weeks, something became obvious. The external world did not become perfect, but the internal storms became shorter. His reactions became slower. His speech became less poisonous. He began to notice moments where he had a choice. And the moment you notice choice is the moment you begin to wake up. This is why the 3 vows can change luck. Not because the words are magic, but because the words train your attention to land on the exact dates where karma is created. Now let us go deeper into each vow, because if you only repeat words without understanding, the mind will turn it into a routine and the power will fade. Understanding gives the vow roots. Roots are what make practice stable. The first vow is refuge in benefiting others. In many traditions, refuge means you rely on what is awake, what is wise, what is compassionate. But in daily life, refuge is not a theory. Refuge is what you turn toward when you are triggered, when anger rises. What do you turn toward? Do you turn toward revenge, pride, and harsh speech? Or do you turn toward breath, patience, and clarity? When fear rises, what do you turn toward? Do you turn toward lies, control, and panic? Or do you turn toward honest action and steady effort? When desire rises, what do you turn toward? Do you turn toward indulgence that costs you your future? Or do you turn toward restraint and long-term freedom? Refuge is a direction. It is the inner compass. And the part about benefiting others is also not abstract. It does not mean you become a saint overnight. It means you stop living as if only your ego matters. Because the ego has a strange relationship with luck. When the ego is big, it creates enemies everywhere. It feels offended easily. It competes constantly. It demands recognition. It collapses when it does not get praise. This creates endless conflict and stress. Stress drains energy. Conflict drains relationships. Drained relationships mean less support. Less support makes life harder. That is how ego creates bad luck without any supernatural punishment. It is simple cause and effect. When you train the heart to benefit others, even in small ways, your world changes. People feel safer around you. Trust grows. Support grows. Harmony grows. Those are blessings. They are also the soil where opportunities grow. So how do you practice the first vow in daily life? You practice it in the first second before reaction. You practice it by returning to breath before you speak. You practice it by choosing one small act of kindness every day that nobody needs to applaud. You hold a door. You let someone merge in traffic. You listen without interrupting. You praise someone sincerely. You give credit. You do not take advantage when you could. You do not humiliate someone even if they deserve it. These are not small in karmic terms. These are the seeds of a life that slowly becomes less heavy. The second vow is not doing harm and doing good. This vow is the backbone of real cultivation. Some people want deep meditation while ignoring ethics. But without ethics, meditation becomes unstable. The mind cannot settle if it knows it is causing harm. Even if you say quietly, the conscience will whisper. The whisper becomes anxiety. Anxiety becomes restlessness. Restlessness becomes more craving. So the second vow is like cleaning the ground. If the ground is dirty, even good seeds struggle. Not doing harm begins with the obvious things, but the most powerful place is the subtle everyday harm that feels normal. Harmful speech, sarcasm, gossip, the sharp tone you use with family because you assume they will forgive you. Harmful intention, secretly wishing others to fail, enjoying drama, holding grudges as if they are treasures. Harmful actions, cutting corners that hurt others, being dishonest to look better, using people, exploiting trust. When you reduce these, you stop leaking blessings. Your mind becomes quieter. People trust you more. Relationships become less tense. You sleep better. Doing good is not only charity. It includes generosity, yes, but it also includes patience, honesty, humility, and service. Doing good can be as simple as speaking one sentence that reduces conflict rather than increases it, or refusing to spread gossip, or helping a colleague without needing credit, or treating a stranger with basic respect when you are tired. The second vow is powerful because it makes dharma visible. It trains you to see consequences. And when you see consequences, you stop living like a child touching fire again and again. You become an adult in the realm of causes. The third vow is gratitude and honoring parents. Many people underestimate gratitude because they confuse it with forced positivity. Real gratitude is not denial. Real gratitude is recognition. Recognition of what has supported you. Recognition of what you still have. Recognition of the web of life that makes your day possible. When gratitude grows, the mind softens. A softened mind is less reactive. A softened mind is less jealous. A softened mind is less hungry for validation. Those reductions create calm. Calm creates clarity. Clarity creates wise choices. Wise choices change destiny. Honoring parents is part of this because it trains humility at the deepest level. Whether your relationship with parents is easy or complicated, you can still recognize one truth. Your life came through them. You did not appear by yourself. You were carried by causes you did not choose. When you remember this, arrogance weakens. When arrogance weakens, conflict decreases. Now I need to speak carefully here because not everyone has a simple family story. Some people have parents who were harsh or absent. Gratitude does not mean you pretend harm was good. It means you find a way to honor life itself without letting bitterness become your identity. For some people, honoring parents means practical care. For others, it means letting go of hatred so you do not poison your future. For others, it means setting boundaries while still wishing the other person well from a distance. Wisdom and compassion must walk together. The third vow also includes a broader gratitude. Gratitude toward teachers, toward friends, toward the people who built the roads and grew the food and kept the lights on. When you practice this gratitude, you become less entitled. Entitlement creates disappointment. Disappointment creates bitterness. Bitterness creates harsh speech. Harsh speech creates conflict. Conflict creates bad luck. Again, no mystery, just a chain. Gratitude breaks the chain early. Now let us talk about why these three vows can change luck even if you never visit a temple. Because luck is often the visible name for invisible patterns. If you speak harshly, people avoid you. When opportunities come, they pass you by because they do not trust you. You call it bad luck, but it is the fruit of speech and attitude. If you lie, you live in fear. Fear makes you tense. Tension makes you impatient. Impatience makes you make poor decisions. Poor decisions create problems. You call it bad luck, but it is the fruit of dishonesty and fear. If you are selfish, support decreases. When you need help, people hesitate. You call it bad luck, but it is the fruit of how you treated others when you did not need help. If you are grateful and generous, relationships strengthen. People want to support you. Your mind is calmer, so you see opportunities sooner. Your body is less stressed, so you have more energy. You call it good luck, but it is the fruit of causes you planted. So yes, you can change your luck without visiting a temple, because you can change the causes that shape your life. Now I want to take you through a longer day in the life, because I want you to feel how these vows work inside real moments, not just in theory. Imagine you wake up and your first impulse is to check your phone. Messages, news, social media. The mind becomes scattered instantly. Scattered mind leads to reactive speech later. Reactive speech leads to conflict. Conflict leads to stress. Stress leads to impulsive choices. Impulsive choices create problems. So you pause. You speak the first vow in your heart. I return to awakening. Then you take a slow breath. You allow the mind to land in the body. You feel your feet. You feel your hands. The nervous system settles slightly. Then you speak the second vow. I will not feed harm. This is important because the morning sets direction. If you begin the day with harmful mental habits, criticism, resentment, comparison, the day will continue in that direction. Then you speak the third vow. Gratitude. You think of 3 simple things: clean water, a bed, a person who once helped you. Even if life is hard, these are real. Now you step into the day. Traffic is crowded. Someone cuts you off. The old habit wants to explode. But you remember the first vow, refuge. You return to breath. You remember that you cannot control others. You can control the next second of your mind. You let it go. At work, a colleague makes a mistake and you feel the urge to mock them or gossip later. You remember the second vow. Do not feed harm. You choose a different action. You correct the mistake without humiliation. You protect the other person's dignity. That builds trust. Trust is merit in social form. At lunch, you feel the urge to complain about your life. Complaining feels like release, but it also trains the mind to focus on what is wrong. You remember the third vow. Gratitude. You choose one sentence of appreciation instead. You feel the mood shift slightly. In the afternoon, you face a choice. You can cut a corner that benefits you but harms someone else. Or you can do the honest thing that takes longer. The old mind says be clever, take advantage. The second vow says do not do harm. You choose honesty. This choice may not pay immediately, but it builds something inside you that is priceless. A clean mind, a mind that trusts itself, a mind that is not afraid of being exposed. Fearlessness is luck. In the evening, you come home. Family triggers appear. The child is loud. The partner is tense. The house is messy. You feel impatience. The first vow says return to awakening. You take one breath at the door. You soften your voice. This one breath protects the whole evening from becoming a battlefield. Before sleep, you reflect, not with self-hatred, with wisdom. Where did you leak harm? Where did you protect goodness? You forgive yourself and you renew the vow. If you live like that, you will slowly notice something. Your life becomes less dramatic. You create fewer disasters. You repair faster. People trust you more. Opportunities appear because your mind is not constantly burning energy in conflict. Your luck changes because your causes change. Now I want to address the doubt that many people have. They say, I have tried to be good before and life still hurt. Yes, life will still have pain. Karma from the past can ripen even when you start planting better seeds now. This is why patience is part of wisdom. When you plant a tree, it does not give fruit the next day. But if you water it consistently, one day you look up and realize the shade is there. The 3 vows are not a quick bargain. They are a long-term path. They work because they rebuild the person who is living your life. And when you rebuild the person, the life changes naturally. Now let me tell you a second story, because different stories touch different hearts. There was a woman named Lily. Lily felt cursed. That is the word she used. She said, everything goes wrong for me. Relationships break. Jobs do not last. Money disappears. Even when I try, I end up back at the same pain. Lily was not imagining everything. Her life was hard. But when you looked closely, you could see a pattern. When she felt afraid, she lied. When she felt insecure, she controlled people. When she felt lonely, she chased short-term comfort. When she felt criticized, she attacked. Those habits created results. People did not trust her. Relationships became tense. Employers felt uneasy. Friends felt drained. Lily felt more alone. Loneliness made her more desperate. Desperation made her more impulsive. Impulsivity created more problems. She called it curse. But it was a wheel. Lily met someone who did not judge her. That person said, I cannot fix your life, but I can show you where the wheel is. They taught her the 3 vows. Lily laughed at first. She said, 3 sentences will not fix my life. The person said, they will not fix your life. They will fix your direction. And direction fixes life over time. Lily began. She chose 1 moment per day to practice each vow. For the first vow, refuge. She practiced it when she felt triggered. When she felt the urge to lash out, she took 3 breaths. For the second vow, do not do harm and do good. She practiced it with speech. She stopped gossiping. She stopped threatening. She apologized quickly when she slipped. For the third vow, gratitude and honoring parents. She practiced it by writing 1 line each night, 1 line of gratitude. And once a week she called her mother and spoke with basic respect. Even when she did not feel like it. The first week was ugly. She failed often. But something important happened. She started noticing the moment before she created harm. That moment is gold. That moment is awakening. By the 3rd week, people around her felt the change. A friend said you seem calmer. A co-worker said you are easier to work with lately. Her mother said you sound different. Lily did not become perfect, but the wheel slowed down. And when a wheel slows down, you can step off. Months later, Lily said something that I want you to remember. She said, my life did not suddenly become easy, but I stopped making it worse. And that alone felt like a miracle. That is what these vows can do. They stop you from adding unnecessary suffering. And once you stop adding, you have energy to build. Now, I want to connect this to a deeper spiritual idea that many traditions share. Awakening is not escaping life. Awakening is seeing clearly how the mind creates suffering and how the mind can create freedom. Wisdom is not collecting concepts. Wisdom is choosing what reduces suffering in the long term. Compassion is not only feeling tenderness. Compassion is refusing to add harm with your speech, your actions, and your intentions. Cultivation is not only sitting quietly. Cultivation is training the mind in the moment it is most likely to fall. Destiny is not only the events that happen to you. Destiny is also the person you become through repeated choices. The 3 vows sit right at the center of these truths. Refuge trains awakening. Not doing harm and doing good trains wisdom and karma awareness. Gratitude and honoring parents trains compassion and humility. Now I want to speak to one more thing that often blocks people. They say I cannot do spiritual things because I am busy. You do not need more time. You need a new relationship with moments you already have. The vows take less than 1 minute. The practice happens in moments that already exist. The moment you are about to speak harshly, that moment already exists. The moment you are tempted to lie, that moment already exists. The moment you are about to complain, that moment already exists. The moment you want to escape into distraction, that moment already exists. Those moments are where you practice. Now let me offer you a final long reflection, because I want to leave you with something that settles in the heart. Many people want to change their fate because they are tired. They are tired of repeating the same pain. They are tired of feeling unlucky. They are tired of trying and failing. But the path does not ask you to become a different person overnight. The path asks you to become a slightly wiser person today, a slightly kinder person today, a slightly more honest person today, a slightly more grateful person today. When you do that, you are planting a different future. At first, the difference is small. It is like turning a ship at sea. The ship still moves forward in the old direction for a while because of momentum, but the wheel is turned. And if you keep the wheel turned, one day you look up and realize the horizon has changed. That is what changing luck looks like. It is not always fireworks. It is oft unquiet. It is fewer fights. It is faster apologies. It is calmer mornings. It is steadier money choices. It is better sleep. It is better relationships. It is a mind that does not collapse as easily. And here is the most beautiful part. When your life becomes lighter, you naturally become more able to visit sacred spaces or engage deeper practices if you wish. But you no longer need to run to them as an emergency rescue. You approach them as nourishment, as gratitude, as deepening. So yes, you can change your luck without visiting a temple. You do it by making refuge, ethical clarity, gratitude, and respect part of daily life. You do it by making the mind a place where wisdom can live. Now I want to invite you to share your story in the comments. Have you ever tried rituals while daily life stayed the same? Have you ever noticed that one small change in speech or attitude changed the whole mood of your day? Share what you have experienced and what you want to change next. If you want more long-form talks like this, subscribe to the channel. Like the video so it reaches someone who feels stuck and thinks nothing can change. And if you want to support the channel so I can keep making deeper long videos that connect awakening, wisdom, karma, compassion, cultivation, and destiny in a practical way, consider becoming a member. Thank you for spending this time with me. Speak the vows, live the vows, return again and again, and watch your life slowly turn toward a lighter road. Every person carries a certain energy. Your focus, your dreams, your purpose. Bracelet is a physical reminder of that energy. Symbol you wear daily. That pushes you to stay grounded, balanced, and aligned. If one of the bracelets caught your eye, you can order it through the link in the description. And check more powerful styles on our homepage store. Choose the one that strengthens your journey.